Hello friends, Kid Charming here. So today is our holiday party. Because to call it a Christmas party would be wrong. Sorry, I'm adjusting the mic here. I didn't notice how low it was. So I'm a little dressed up because it's right after work. I should be up over this. Sorry for all the noise. My goodness. You'd think that I'd have all this stuff done beforehand, but apparently not. Not that smart, I guess. But yeah, so yesterday my credit card came. Yay! So I finished my Christmas shopping. Is that a weird angle? That's better. Professional. Nobody said I was professional. Let's just say that way. So yeah, I finished my Christmas shopping yesterday. I got Lena the last things that she needed. I got her some stuff for her stocking. So that's good. I'm kind of excited for the Christmas party. There's like prizes and stuff, but like I don't know. There's pool and darts, I think. My thing is like, I don't understand why they have darts at like a bar. Don't you think that drunk people in darts is probably a bad idea? I'm just throwing that out there. Just saying. But yeah, no. So I'm going to the Christmas party with Melinda. Melinda's going to drive me over there. Because I don't know where I'm going. And then, yeah. We get like 2 free drinks and a ballot put in a box to win something. But I don't know what the prizes are, and I don't know what, I don't know if I'll drink at all. Because I have to go home afterwards. We're not staying very long. But yeah. So I finally heard the song I was waiting for. But I didn't listen to it. Because it wasn't the version I was looking for. It didn't have the right feel to it. It was more of a rock version of Santa Baby. And I mean, it was really cool. Don't get me wrong. I dig that. But it wasn't the version I was looking for. So I didn't listen to it. But here's hoping I hear it tonight. I might play some pool. I'm really bad at pool. I'm really bad at most things that take a good, amount of coordination. But we'll see. Training is also killing me slowly. And it's nobody's fault. It's just that when I'm in a room and I'm being talked at, like, you know what I mean? Like when they're like teaching you stuff and whatever, I get so bored really quick. I'm really bad at paying attention. Shocker. So that one's been difficult. But yeah, it's weird. So tonight when I get home, I'm gonna wrap up the rest of Lena's gifts, put them under the tree, and then we're done. And then we're done. I'm so excited. And starting Monday, back to the phones. But now I'll have twice the amount of calls coming in because I'll be doing both systems. Lovely dovely. So, my question to you, wish you won't answer, but that's fine, I'm going to ask it anyway, is what is your favorite holiday tradition? It doesn't need to be a winter holiday, any holiday. What is your favorite holiday tradition? My favorite holiday tradition for Christmas is decorating the tree. When I was young, decorating the tree was one of my favorite things to do, because we had all of these decorations that we've had for longer than I've been alive. And I would always ask Mom questions about, oh, where did you get this one? Where did you get that one? Like, what is this one all about? And even when I asked the same thing, like almost every year, Mom would still tell me the same story. And some of them were handmade for each of us. And it'd have our names on them. So, you know, we would always be excited to put our ornaments on the tree that had our names on it, or ones that we created when we were a lot younger. Like a painted Rudolph one that we did when we were younger, or whatever. And it was just a fun time together that we got to do that. Some people don't have a good memory of doing the tree because they could have been fighting, like, no, that doesn't go there, you gotta go put it here. My mom didn't care where we put the ornaments. She would just let us go for it, because it was all about spending time together. It wasn't about how the tree looked at the end. It was just spending time together and you know, reminiscing about things and all that stuff. That's what it was about. So my mom didn't care. But for some people, it wasn't like that. So the tree's got to look perfect. No, it doesn't. The tree is about family togetherness. It's not about how it looks. I don't care if my tree, when I have kids, I don't care if my tree is what people would think is the ugliest tree in the world because some parts are sparse and other parts are cluttered or whatever. I don't care. As long as my kids have fun decorating it, it's all that matters. And as long as we're spending time together doing it, I don't care what the tree looks like in the end. But some people don't share those values, and that's okay. To each their own. So that's one of my favorites. I'm just noticing there's trees behind me. So last night, Lena came in and was like, I missed you, so I'm here. And I'm like, okay, well, what would you like for me to... Do you want me to come out there? She's like, well, I'm going to take a shower, and I want you to brush my hair afterwards. I said, fine, I'll do that. I don't mind doing that with her. She likes it when other people brush her hair, so she'll put her stuff in it, and then I brush her hair afterwards. And it's some time that we spend together. And I rub lotion on her back and stuff like that because she gets really dry in the winter. And on her arms and on her legs. It's just the way it is. Because you can't reach your own back. And when your back gets dry, like, you're like, can you do this for me? Because I can't reach. You try putting lotion on your own back. It's difficult. You need another person for that. And her back gets pretty dry. So it's nothing weird or like sexualized or anything like that. It's just one person helping another person with something. I don't know why I have to feel like I have to explain that, but people like automatically think like dirty thoughts, and I'm like, that's not even close to the intention. I was just helping somebody out. If any of my friends needed me to put something on their back, I'd do it. It's just the way it is. But you were talking about your wife. I am talking about my wife. My wife's my best friend. I love her very much. And I'm going to be staying married. You know who you are. It's somebody like, you single? I'm like, no, I'm not single. I am married. And then the next day they comment, you single yet? And I'm like, no, I'm happily married. And I'll be like that for the foreseeable future. Hopefully for the rest of my life. With the same person. Nobody else. The person I'm married to right now. Just putting that point across, just saying. Yep. Not what I'd expected when I started doing videos on the internet. I'll be 100% honest. Never thought that was going to happen. So, speculation on what I'm getting for Christmas. So I saw one thing, and I know what it is. It's a game for my DS. That I know, because I could tell by the shape. Which one? I don't know. Because Lena's like, oh yeah, I ended up getting like 7 or 9 things from things that you've asked for. I'm like, what are you talking about 7 or 9 things? I'm like, the list wasn't very long. She goes, oh no, I'm not just talking about the list. I mean things that you've just said recently that you wanted. And I'm like, I don't remember things that I've said that I wanted. Good Lord. I don't remember anything that I've asked for verbally. Because I just spout things off like nobody's business. So now, I have no idea. Something's in a bowl. She's like, I couldn't figure out how to wrap this, so I put it in a bowl and wrapped it around the bowl. I'm like, how is the bowl any better? She's crafty. But I know I'm getting one game at least. I think I'm getting a gift card. It looks like I'm getting a gift card. So that's cool. Other than that, don't have a clue. She kind of knows some of the stuff she's getting, but she doesn't know all of it. I have made an effort to make it sound like there were things that I wasn't able to get her. Like her candle. I was like, you know, some of the stuff has arrived. I'm like, did you know that there are some places that don't ship to Canada? And she's like, my candle? I'm like, I don't know, maybe. She's like, oh no, I really wanted that candle. And I'm like, I know. I got the candle. The candle's already been wrapped. It's already under the tree. I've had it for like a week and a half. And I was like, what are the things that you think you're getting? And she said, she named some stuff off, and then she got to those pants. I got her pants that she had asked for. And she was like, I think I got those pants, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh no, were there none left? I'm like, they were really popular pants, honey. Like, she's like, oh no, I got the pants. It's one of the first things I bought. I also got her house coat that she wanted. She wanted a house coat, and it had to be warm, so I got her one. It felt really warm, and she wanted it to be really soft, and this one is really, really soft. So that's cool. I got, it always worries me when people back up, because I'm always afraid that they're going to hit my car. I'm right here, and I'm like, so how'd you guys like the license plate game, by the way? Fun game, right? I love that game. There's a lot of like, and you gotta do it as fast as possible. You can't think too much about it. Just like the first weird thing that pops into your head is what you gotta use. Like FGD, flying guide dogs. Yep. FRS. French romantic syndrome. Why are you doing like this? Oh, hello there. I love the way you look. That was not French. Why would I think that was French? Hello. Hello. How are you today? You look so beautiful. That's your typical French accent. That's not how actual French people sound, by the way. That's just what you'd see like from like Beauty and the Beast or something. It's not how French people actually sound. I know, because, well, the whole family's French. But I suppose, I don't know what people from France sound like. I've never been to France, but they don't sound like that, I'm pretty sure. GCG. Great Christmas Gathering. FSJ. Fighting Snake Jamboree. EHZ. Ooh. eternally haunting zebras. Yeah, that's right. CLD. Canadian logging demolition. Yep. You try to figure out what that means. DZX. Ooh. Downward zipping xylophone. That xylophone is zipping downwards. See, they're not supposed to make sense. They're just supposed to be weird. Oh, I love the license plate game. I had one that was like something XX the other day, and I was like, ooh, that's a difficult one. It was FXX, and I was like, finally X-raying xylophones. Why would you want to X-ray a xylophone? I don't know. But that was what it was. The license plate game. My question to you is, who's the most... Sorry, I shouldn't say who's the most person you buy for, but who do you buy for Christmas? Do you go all out, or you just have that one person that you buy for? Because regularly, Lena and I just buy for each other. This year, we got our family each a little something. Nothing too expensive, just a little something for each and every one of them. So, because we can this year. Normally we can't, but we could this year, so we did. What about you guys? Who do you guys buy for? Oh, I got to buy for Linda Cable, too. She got my gift, and I don't know what to get her yet, and it's difficult to... She's not a difficult person to buy for, but I don't know. I don't know what to get her. Maybe a PS4 game. Though she'd probably say that was too much because they're expensive. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Forgot to get her something for her birthday too, so maybe I should get her a big gift and say, here's because I forgot to get you something for your birthday. She's very thoughtful, and she deserves to get something nice for Christmas. I am a forgetful person, so that's the thing. Oh, last year she got me this awesome thing. It's like a Pokeball looking thing, and it's got Pikachu in it. It looks like a scene, like a grass. It's like a grass scene in there with like a Pikachu in it. It looks like it's like in the wild. It's really cute. I'll show you guys sometime. To be honest, I don't care what I get for Christmas. The thoughts of presents is exciting, but I just want Lena to open up her gifts and be like, I got the robe I wanted, and oh, I got the candle and the pants and the phone case that I wanted, and I'm excited. She won't go, I wanted this and because she doesn't emote. We've already gone over this. She's like, oh, great. And I'll be like, that's a win. That's a win. I am not excited to go in there right now because it's going to be boring. I'm going to be bored out of my mind. It's not the trainer's fault. I just have a hard time with stuff like that. Like, we really don't need 3 days for this. And I'm like, yes, we do. Well, I've run out of things to talk about. I ran out of things to talk about before I even started. So there we go. But, oh, no, one thing I want to mention is all of these, like, toy drives that I'm seeing in different places. And, like, there's, like, a Coats for Kids thing that goes on as well. So that, you know, kids have coats for the winter. I really dig that. I really dig that people are doing that. Like, we did a toy drive here for the Salvation Army, and then we have like multiple different radio stations doing toy drives for kids. And people probably think like, what about the adults? The adults need Christmas. But think about it though, like Christmas is basically about kids. You know, the wonder of Santa Claus. None of this Elf on the Shelf garbage. I'm sorry. If you like Elf on the Shelf, or if you do the whole Elf on the Shelf thing, good for you. But I think it's dumb. And people that defend it saying, oh, it's tradition. No, it's not tradition. Elf on the Shelf was invented by somebody, actually a mother and daughter, who wrote a book in 2005. That's not tradition. It's only been 12 years. Christmas is a tradition because it's been here since like the 1800s. That is not tradition. 12 years is not a tradition. I'm sorry. Maybe for some things, but it really didn't hit big for things up until like a couple of years ago. Maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. If that, Elf on the Shelf became a thing, like people started really doing it. That's not tradition. And it's stupid. It's dumb. The whole thought of it is dumb. He's Santa's little spy. That's dumb. Whatever happened to like the magic of Christmas, of him just knowing if you were naughty or nice? He never sent anybody before. Does that mean that when those who are raised without Elf on the Shelf means that Santa doesn't care about them? Like, come on. Elf on the Shelf is stupid. It is stupid. And I'm sorry if you like Elf on the Shelf and you think it's great. Fine. That's your opinion, but my opinion is it's dumb. And someone went like, one of Lena's friends posted on Facebook saying, look, I'm telling my kids that Elf on the Shelf isn't real. Because this is getting outrageous. Because they didn't do Elf on the Shelf. And some of the parents were like, why would you do that? You can't do that because your kids are going to tell, like, what if they tell other kids, like, that it's not real? And she's like, do you really think my kids are going to do that? And then they started, like, backpedaling. Well, no, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, they don't believe in Elf on the Shelf. Like, you can't try to force your Elf on the Shelf on other people because they don't want to participate. Just like you don't want them telling your kids that Elf on the Shelf isn't real. They don't want their kids to believe in Elf on the Shelf. Therefore, they're going to tell them it's not real. You cannot push something on somebody else. And it's not a belief. It's a stupid, stupid tradition. Not a freaking tradition. It's only 12 years old. And 2, it's super dumb. If anything, it takes away from the magic of the whole Santa Claus thing, because beforehand, Santa didn't send some little elf to stare at you and watch you like some surveillance camera. That's ridiculous. Sorry, I got really passionate about that. I just think Elf on the Shelf is dumb. And every time I see Elf on the Shelf, he's always getting into something naughty. How is he Santa's little helper when he's a little hellion? Tell me how that makes any sense whatsoever. More like Satan's little helper. Elf on the Shelf is dumb. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. I think it's really, really stupid. I think that if you get uppity about people telling their kids that Elf on the Shelf isn't real, you need to have a nice, hard reflection, like inward reflection about you and who you are and what you value. And, like, I don't even do the whole Santa Claus thing. We're going to do it with our kids. Like, I didn't do it, but when I was young, I don't believe I did. I don't remember ever believing in Santa Claus. But, like, I don't know. To me, if we didn't do the whole Santa Claus thing, I'd be happy. Because, 1, it's a lot of work, and 2, it's not what Christmas is about. It's not about Santa Claus. It's not about gifts and presents. I come from a Christian background, so that's my Christmas belief. But, I don't know. Santa was one thing. That's cool. I dig it. Because he's actually based off of a real person, which was St. Nicholas, who was someone who gave... Look it up. Santa's actually based on a real person. The image of Santa Claus was actually created by Coca-Cola, I think. But Santa as a Christmas person was actually based off of someone. So that's cool. Whatever. But this whole Elf on the Shelf garbage, no. That's not based on anything. It has no background. It was created by a mom and a daughter over tea one day. And it was a book. That's all it was. And if you didn't know that and you were all like, Elf on the Shelf, Elf on the Shelf, and now you know. Now you know you celebrate something that's only 12 years old and was created over tea by a mom and a daughter. By the way, the daughter was grown up, not a child. Just throwing it up there. I think it was like in Sweden too. Like, wasn't even Canadian or American. It was like from Sweden, so it didn't get to Canada and you know, the U.S. until way later. So just saying, Elf on the Shelf is stupid. As a book, great. As a tradition, no. It's a cute little book. You don't celebrate the Misfits in Toyland. You may watch it as a tradition, but you don't have like the Misfits in Toyland as a tradition. Like, come on. It was like a book. That was all it was. I don't know. It just upsets me that people get so uppity about this stupid Elf on the Shelf garbage. Santa I can see, because that's like a worldwide thing that's been a worldwide thing forever. But Elf on the Shelf? No thanks. You can put that on the shelf. Just saying. The whole concept of Elf on the Shelf, that needs to be shelved or burned, whatever. Because it's getting too out of hand. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I just thought I'd rant about Elf on the Shelf because I think it's stupid. And again, my opinion, if you like the Elf on the Shelf, that's cool. We don't have to agree. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with not agreeing. Like, you can do you and I'll do me. And I won't go to your house and say you're dumb. And I'm not going to, like, you know, tell your kids that Elf on the Shelf doesn't exist. But I think the whole concept is dumb. I hope none of my nieces believe in Santa. Sorry if you guys are finding out the hard way. I don't think my sister does the Santa Claus thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Keep charming out.